My bully stepdad threw away my things and pressed charges against me over $3, so I made him regret everything. I was 16 when my mom married Kevin. First couple months were fine because he had his own place, but when he moved in with us, bro started tweaking. Everything had to be exactly his way. The apartment had to look like nobody lived there. My room was my space, though. I had concert tickets on my wall, drawings from middle school, a shoebox of birthday cards from my grandma who died 2 years back, and this pickle jar where I'd been saving money since I was 8. The jar had maybe $40, but the real thing was this $3 bill my grandma gave me for my 10th birthday. She'd written "For my Danny" on it in silver Sharpie. Last present before she got sick. I came home from school in April and my door was open. Walked in and my stomach dropped. Everything was gone. Walls bare, shoebox missing, jar gone. Found Kevin in the living room, asked where my stuff was and he didn't look up. Said the room looked like a hoarder lived there, so he threw it all out. Trash pickup already came, so it was at the landfill. I couldn't breathe. Asked about the cards, the jar, the $3 bill. He said it was all junk and I needed to stop living in the past. Then said I should be grateful he didn't charge me rent in his apartment. His apartment. Me and my mom lived there 6 years before he showed up. I started yelling. He got in my face and said he was the man of the house now and I'd follow his rules or leave. My mom came home and took his side. Said maybe this was good for a fresh start. I didn't talk to them for a week. 5 days later I did something stupid. I was so angry I went into their bedroom and took $3 from Kevin's wallet. 3 singles. Symbolic or whatever. Didn't spend it, just kept it in my pocket. 2 days later, cops showed up at school. Kevin filed a report saying I'd been stealing from him. At the station, Kevin said money had been going missing for weeks. Claimed he'd marked serial numbers on 3 bills as a test. I'd taken $3, so I admitted it, then tried explaining about the jar. Cops didn't care. Kevin pressed actual charges. My mom got him a lawyer, told me I'd use a public defender because they couldn't afford two. My public defender, Amy, asked if I had proof the jar existed. I remember doing a presentation in 8th grade about saving money and bringing the jar as a prop. Found the photo on the old class website. You could see the jar, and if you zoomed in, the $3 bill with silver writing. Amy said she'd get our building's security footage too. Court day came. Kevin showed up in a suit. My mom sat on his side. The prosecutor had Kevin tell his story about me stealing, how he tried to be a good stepfather. Bro actually teared up, made me want to throw up. Then Amy played security footage from our building. 9:15 on a school day. Kevin making 4 trips to the trash chute with full garbage bags and boxes. Kevin's face turned red. Said it was just household trash. Amy asked why he'd do it mid-morning on a weekday. He said he'd taken the day off to deep clean as a surprise for my mom. Amy asked if my mom knew. She said no. Amy showed the 8th grade photo. Me holding the jar, the $3 bill visible with "For my Danny" in silver Sharpie. She asked Kevin if he'd thrown away a jar with money. He said maybe. He wasn't sure. Amy asked how much I allegedly stole. $3. She asked if he found it strange he was prosecuting me for $3 when he'd thrown away $3 of mine. Amy asked him to describe the bills, the serial numbers he told police about. Kevin went quiet. Said he'd misspoken, hadn't actually written them down. Amy asked for any evidence the theft occurred. Kevin had nothing. The judge asked the prosecutor if there was any physical evidence. She said no. The judge asked Kevin why he'd filed criminal charges against his 16-year-old stepson over $3 that couldn't be proven to exist. Kevin said something about teaching consequences. The judge said using the criminal justice system to discipline a child was itself an action with consequences. Dismissed the case right there. Then he said he was troubled by an adult throwing away a minor's belongings and money, then filing charges when the kid took the same amount back. Called it misuse of law enforcement. Referred it to CPS. Ordered Kevin to pay court costs and do 20 hours community service for filing a false report. Kevin's face went white. My mom started crying. CPS came twice over the next month. Made my mom and Kevin go to counseling. Kevin had to take a parenting class. The community service destroyed him. He had to work weekends at a food bank. His boss found out and word spread at his office. People started calling him $3 Bill. He'd get so mad which made people do it more.